Hello everyone. Today I'm going to explain the HackerRank SQL Solutions problem named SQL Project Planning. So let's see the problems together. If the end date or tasks are consecutive, then they are part of the same project. So Samantha is looking for the total number of different projects completed. So write a query to output the start and date of the project listed by the number of days it took to complete the project in ascending order. So let's see the example first. There is a project table. So if the end date in the condition, if the end date tasks are consecutive, like for example, October 2 are consecutive, October 3, they are consecutive. But as you can see, October 4 and 13 is not consecutive. So this whole one is one project. And also, as you can see, for example, these are consecutive, but this one and this one is not consecutive, so this is also second project. And also, as you can see, this is one and this one is not consecutive, so this is third project, other third project, and this is other fourth project. So there is also a fourth project, but we have to order it in here. We have to order it in project to days it took to complete in ascending order. For example, in here they took only one day, and they took 2 days, and they took 3 days. So this is the order. So if there is one project that have the same number of completion, then order by start date. So I think October 28 comes first compared to October 13, so they comes first. So I explained the examples of this problem. But the problem and difficult things is, how are we gonna solve this problem? How are we gonna left just this one start date and end date, start date, end date, start date, end date, start date, end date? How are we gonna left behind? And also I'm gonna delete this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. How are we gonna do that and order it like in this way? So that is the first difficult thing. I'm gonna explain on the solution page. So first difficult thing is, how are we gonna find the project start date? Also, how are we gonna find the end date and ignore the during the project days? How are we gonna do that? So in here, as you can see, we can find the solution here. For example, October 2 end date is in here, and October 3 is in here in start date. So as you can see, if end date is in start date column, they are still in the project. But if end date is not in the start date, then that's the finish of the project. So how are we gonna find the end date? If end date is not in start date, then we're gonna judge it is the real end date of the each project. Also, same as start date. For example, if start date is not in here, for example, here is in here, October 3rd is here, but if start date is not in the end date, as you can see, you can judge it. If start date is not in end date, then we can judge it is start of the project. That's the how we can judge it, the start date and end date of each project. And second difficult thing, the key thing is, how are we gonna connect it in like this way? Start date, so this is start date, this is the end date. How are we gonna print the column in like this? How are we gonna join this? In here, we're gonna use row number. Why we use the row number? We have to if you use a dense rank or rank, there is a possible situation that is duplicated. So we have to order it in certain way, we have to numbering it in certain way. So we have to use row number, and we're gonna use this one as join key of the table. So let's write a query together on the screen. Let's move on. I'm gonna start with, first we're gonna start with how are we gonna do the use the row number first. We're gonna use the row number. Let me show you. How are we gonna do that? We're gonna use the row number first. I can show you. So select from. So this table is projects table. So I'm gonna print in here. We're gonna use row number plus we're gonna first we're gonna distinguish if it is a real start date and end date of the project. So we're gonna distinguish start date and end date. So first I'm gonna distinguish the start date first. So the name is start date, and I'm gonna row number this one, row number, and over we're gonna order it by we're gonna order by end date. Let's see first start date. I think the start date. So, and what we're gonna do, we're gonna use where condition where start date is not in. We're gonna use subquery here. We can't use column in here. We can't use in here like this. We can't use it. We have to use certain subqueries. We have to use like this. Select from. So there can be duplicated. So distinct end date from also in projects. Also in projects column. So as you can see, first I'm gonna run it. So this one is they just row number of the first project start date, and they row number it in each start date. So this is number 1. So I'm gonna comment it like this, and this is the first start date. So we have to find second end date. So it's same. We're gonna use this one, and we're gonna do it like this, but we're gonna change it a little bit. So we're gonna do end date. Also, we're gonna do end date order by it, and where start end date is start date. We're gonna use it like this. And if you see it, you can see there's end date, and they row number of each end date of the project. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna connect this table and this table by using a row number. Then you can we can print the start date and end of the project of each row number. So what we're gonna do, so I'm gonna delete it. So second step is we're gonna join it using a on keyword. On the key is row number. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna do it like this. From in here, I'm gonna call it as start project table, and I'm gonna look it more prettier here like this, and I'm gonna inner join this table, and I'm gonna call it maybe end project, and I'm gonna do it more indentation, and we're gonna use it start. I think we're gonna do the alias of this one as rn. Also, we can do it as rn, like a row number, and we're gonna do what we're gonna do is we're gonna do start project .rn and project.rn, and let's see what's gonna happen. Let's run it first. So as you can see, now we printed together the start project and end project, and it is linked with the row number of each project. So you can see it like this. But we just wanted to print this one and this one, so we're gonna just print start date, and we're gonna just print the end date of this like this. And also we have to order it by the total toolkit complete in ascending order. Also, if it's the same, then we have to order it by the start date of the project. So we're gonna, last one is we're gonna do it order by, we have to use date diff, so it can calculate the end date of the start date. So end date, start date. So it'll gonna print the project, how long it takes. So we're gonna do it ASC in ascending order, and we're gonna do start date also ASC like this. Let's run the code. Now test case is succeeded. Now submit the code. Yep, congratulations. We passed the we passed the problems. So let's organize the whole key point of this problem, and I'm gonna finish the videos. So the key point was, I think, first. So I think the whole key point, what's the most difficult thing was how are we gonna find the start date and also the end date. So we use it like if end date is in here in start date, or start date or is in here. So we used start date, and we used not in, and we used subquery end date like this. So, and also vice versa, end date not in, subquery start date. We find it in this way. And second one, how are we gonna print it? Like, for example, like how are you gonna print it on the start date and end date like this in one row? How are we gonna do that? We do this by we used row number, and we used on keyword and join it by using this row number of the table. I think these 2 points are the difficult thing, and this is really important to practice advanced SQL join problem. I think this problem is really good. Thank you for watching this video, guys, and have a nice day.